Hi, speech class. Mike Joswack here. I'll be your instructor for the day. Today, the lesson is about writing our introductions. All right. Well, I posted that yesterday in the document called "Intro to the Intros," and you notice on that document that the introductions do three things. Count them. Three things. The first thing that a good introduction does, right at the top, very beginning, is that it gets the audience's attention. This is speech class. Speech class. It gets the audience's attention. All right. It's called an attention-getting device. And there are only a couple pre-approved attention-getting devices, like I showed you in that document. Intro to the intro. Okay. Startling statements. Yep. They're a great attention-getting device, but they have to startle us. They have to make us go, what? Make us go, huh? Make us go, you're kidding. It's got to get my attention in a startling way. All right? For instance, if your speech is about climate change, let's pretend your speech is about climate change. And when you give the persuasive speech, you want to persuade us that we have to take it seriously, and we have to do something. All right, let's pretend that's your persuasive speech. A startling fact, a startling statistic, a startling study might be the key to get our attention. For instance, like the UC California Berkeley, the California Berkeley study that just came out that said in your children's lifetime, true story, in your children's lifetime, there'll be no fish left in our oceans. Yeah. You might want to startle us so that we pay attention. Got it? Good. Another great idea, right here from the list. Another great idea is to hold us in suspense as your attention-getting device. Hold us in suspense. You write 3 or 4 sentences, and at the end of it, you give it away. You give it away. Look at the examples that I posted yesterday. Okay, there are some examples that aren't so suspenseful. The one about Paul Lund, however, A++. Anytime you write about Paul Lund, bonus points. The weird dude with the beard. Dude. All right, hey, a quotation that matches the thesis statement. A quotation, but it has to match the thesis, right? If your quotation is Henry David Thoreau's, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. And your thesis statement is, there are 3 sports cars that I think are the coolest in the world. No, bad doggy. You're going to need one heck of a transition to move that along. Okay. A quote, a piece of music lyrics, a piece of poetry. But it must match the thesis statement. And you have to tag it. You have to tell me who it was that said it. When you tell me who it was, make sure you explain who she is. Give me her credentials. Famous American poet. Emily Dickinson, etc. All right. The next one is a story, but now I'm going to stop you and I'm going to slow you down. I'm going to warn you. If you're not a storyteller, please don't. If you can't write, please don't try to write a story. Listen, if you are a great creative writer and can stay in a moment, write a story. But stories have to be succinct. They have to be in a small period of time. Please, a very small, period of time. Don't tell me we woke up, we got on the plane, we flew to Disney World, we unpacked. The next day we went to, Small World at Magic Kingdom. It was on Small World that my brother threw up all over. No, that's covering way too much time. Short, succinct, and details. Bother me with the details. I want to be there. You don't say, a while ago, some people and me, we drove down someplace. No, I want details. Names, I want places, I want, details, please bother me with the details. Please write an active voice. And if you have no clue what the difference between passive and active voice are, then don't write a story. All right, please make it past tense. Past tense. This happened to you. This happened in the past. So no stories go like, I'm walking down the stairs. My mom is calling my name. Past tense, please. Details, past tense. Make sure that you have action in that story. Entertain me. Again, if you're not a story writer, don't write a story. All right, campers and camperettes. The next one is a fun one. I like it a lot. It's an exhibit. An exhibit like this. You hold something up and you go like this. You go, I'd like you all to take a look at this. This is the jawbone from an adult moose. Now, you've got our attention. You've got my attention. And when you transition then to, your thesis statement that we must do something about the decline in the moose population in northern Minnesota, ba-bam! Ba-bam! Hold up an exhibit, but the exhibit must be school appropriate and it must match your thesis statement. Got it? Good. Oh, the last one. Humor. You better only try humor if you're funny. I've seen it all. I really have. Only try humor if you're funny. All right? If you're the class clown, tell a joke. Have some fun. If you've never gotten people to laugh at a party or in the commons, if you've never got a schnickle or a schnigger or a snort, if you've never gotten a laugh, this is not the time to try it. Okay? Use one of the other pre-approved attention-getting devices. But if you are a funny woman, all right, whip it out, make us laugh, have some fun. Okay? All right. The second thing that a good introduction does is it has a transition sentence or two that moves us from the attention-getting device to the thesis statement. It moves us from the attention-getting device to the thesis statement. It's called a transition because it moves us along. Your speech ends up to be like water flowing down a hill. Okay? All right. If your introduction is if your attention-getting device is an exhibit, I'd like you all to take a look at this. This is a prepackaged cookie commonly sold at blah, blah, blah. Okay? All right, that's your AGD, an exhibit. And your thesis statement is there are 3 ways to make fabulous homemade chocolate chip cookies. You got to get from here, this package of cookies, you got to get from there to that thesis statement. How are you going to do that? You're going to write a great transition. Okay? Although many people have suffered through packaged cookies like this, you no longer have to. There are some easy ways to make great cookies. There are 3 steps to making good homemade chocolate chip cookies. Man, it's got to flow. It's got to go. It's got to be. We no longer have to suffer through packaged cookies like this. Not when you understand how to bake them yourself. There are 3 ways to make good homemade chocolate chip cookies. Ba-bam! Ba-bam! All right? Transitions. Man, it flows to that thesis statement. The good news is that thesis statement, you already own that. You've got that on your topic page that we did in class yesterday, or you'll do when you see me next, or when I put it out online. Watch. All these examples, the A+ examples, the D+ examples, the D- examples, read through them and listen to my parenthetical. The parenthetical references, like the first one is good, but the second one, D+, the parenthetical reference there says generalizations and an improper use of the word you and rhetorical questions. Remember, I hate rhetorical questions. Do not use them. It could send your audience to the Bahamas in a heartbeat. Don't use it. All right? All right. Like, don't you agree that bowling is the greatest sport ever? Question mark. Yeah, 20 kids out of 20 going, no. They're not going to listen to that speech. And you can give a bowling speech. You start off with an exhibit. This is my ball. Or, whatever. All right, campers. All right, campers, please read the parenthetical, especially the word you. Be really cautious of when you use that word. Keep me out of the speech. Keep me out of your speech. Okay? Do not go hypotheticals on me either. Imagine yourself burning to death in a home fire. Oh, no. First of all, imagine this and imagine that. Those are not pre-approved attention-getting devices. Okay? And keep me out of your paper. Don't look at the improper use of the word you, and you'll understand. I want you to read this closely. Got it? Good. I want you to look. I want you to look. Like, for instance, at the exhibit, the D plus, way improper use of the word you. And you probably used a match this morning already on your way to school. No, get me out of there. All right, campers, this is it. I want you to study this verbatim. I want you to look at it closely. I want you into it, because sooner than later, I know, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm just going to give you the assignment to write your intros for speech number 1. Okay? Attention-getting device, transition, and your thesis statement that you already own. I'm so excited. I really am. Watch for the Schoology update for tomorrow's speech class, and we'll get you rocking and rolling on this. Included in that Schoology update for tomorrow, the topic card that we did in class yesterday for those folks playing at home.